So what is a comet? A comet is now Chidima happening in 2024. I think she was in 2024, 2023. I'm not sure. But then now meteor. Now, for example, Chidima's meteor would be now the lessons we learned from Chidima's story. The lesson we learned. Oh, comets are stars that the collective consciousness bring to make us learn certain lessons collectively. Chidima's story was to help us learn about the xenophobia and hatred towards dark-skinned women. The collective consciousness needed us to learn that, so she put Chidima as the comet to have us learn that lesson. So every time we remember Chidima, we are remembering xenophobia and we are remembering hatred towards dark-skinned women. And that influences the way we make decisions. So are you comprehending what a comet is? The same way Mars is a planet. Mars is a planet that comes to influence you to take action. A comet is also a part of the solar system that the collective consciousness uses to help us learn particular lessons that the planet cannot help us learn. The lessons that the planet cannot help us learn, the collective consciousness uses comets to help us learn. Jupiter helps you to expand. I think Phoenix is a new student here. Phoenix, you will catch up, don't worry. So up to that point now we have this comet called Halley. Halley is a European name. So by the time I'm done telling you what Halley is, you will know who Halley is. Who Halley was to our ancestors, because Halley also is among Africans. But the way Halley is among Europeans is not the same way Halley is among Africans, and it's not the same way Halley is among Chinese. But the same way Halley is among Chinese is the same way Halley is among Africans. So Europeans, they started their own opposite, they are opposing nature. So every comet they create is opposition of nature. But then Chinese, they have opposition of nature plus support of nature. And then Africans, we only have support of nature. So listen, what is Comet Halley? Comet Halley. In the Chinese culture, Comet Halley was called the broom star. Now, why was Comet Halley called the broom star in Chinese? Comet Halley was called the broom star to represent regret and bad luck. Now, where does the broom star story come from? I've seen Halley Bob. Halley with that's not how you spell Halley. You spell it like Hallow's mom, the DDG's wife. This girl who was sang, God sent your angel, angel, angel. No, that's not how you spell it, Wanjiru. Halley. Guys, look at the name of Halley. Do you guys know how Halley is called? Yeah, and then you add Y. Halley, and then you add Y. Now, add Y at the end of it. Yes, beautiful May 50-50. That's what Halley is. That's how we call Halley. So now the Chinese, they did not call it Halley, they called it the broom star. So where does the broom star comet come from? The broom star comet among the Chinese culture comes from a story of a king and his wife. So this is how the story goes. And guys, listen to this. And then you listen to the African and then you'll know what we are talking about. So among Chinese, during the Han Dynasty, okay, I will not say their names. I'll just tell you the story superficially. If you want to check it, go. You'll find Halley, the broom, Halley comet. Among the Chinese, how they call it, you'll find it and you'll read. So now, among the Chinese, a long, long time ago, there was a man who was very good at what he does. But then there was somebody else who was jealous of this man. And something happened. Somebody got jealous of this man who was very good at what he does and told the king to kill that man. And because when this man heard that he was going to be killed, what did he do? He went to his wife and told her, hey, the king is planning to kill me. Please, I'm coming in to tell you so that you can run away with me. But when this man told his wife to run away with him, the wife looked at him and said, If I run away with you, we will never know where we are going. We will tutahangaika. We will be in the wilderness, and me, I don't want that. So the wife broke up with this man and refused to go with this man. So this man, after the wife said that, the man looked at the wife and was like, okay, me, I have to go because I don't want to be killed. So the man left and went, and the wife stayed. After the man went, he got into a lot of good luck, was given a job by another king, became the prime minister of another dominion, and even became a ruler of that country later, of that particular entire territory. Now the wife, remember the wife refused to go with him, to run away with him. So when the wife heard what had become of the husband, the wife started regretting. She started regretting so bad, she started saying, oh, I wish I had gone with him. 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 I don't know with that one that you're talking about, my dear. Just listen to me. Yeah. So the wife started feeling so regretful to the point she committed suicide. And there was a Comet Halley story among the Chinese people. Now this man was used to make brooms, and so even after hearing that the wife killed herself because of what had happened, he still felt sad because he truly loved the wife, and created a broom star in her honor in order to, sell them. So in the Chinese culture, broom star is what they call now that Comet Halley. They call it the broom star. Now what does the broom star represent? Regret that comes with not making the right decision. Regret that comes with not making the right decision. Now that is according to Chinese. Now according to Jewish, the demons, the Israel demonic people. To Israel demonic people, Comet Halley is the sword over Jerusalem. Comet Halley is the sword over Jerusalem. Now, what have I told you Jerusalem is? Jerusalem is a place of peaceful thoughts. So according to Jews, having a sword over those who have peaceful thoughts, that is what Comet Halley is to them. Having a sword over the head of those who have peaceful thoughts, that is what Comet Halley is to the Jewish community. And then in ancient Africa, Comet Halley did not even happen in October. In ancient Africa, Comet Halley was a very positive story. Now, after doing much research when it comes to Comet Halley, if you've ever watched Nigerian movies, because there's a lot of Nigerian movies that are influenced by this Comet Halley, but now I'm sure that they don't even know that it is influenced by Comet Halley. But now, let me tell you the storyline. This Nigerian movie where a prince is poor and then finds himself with a girl who is poor. A prince pretends to be poor and then finds himself with a girl who is a good heart, and then the girl makes the correct decision and gets married, only to find out that the prince was actually not poor, was rich. I'm sure you've heard such kind of stories a lot. And Nigerians have told such kind of stories in so many ways, in so many different ways. So in ancient Africa, Comet Halley used to happen in September to give nyash after decision making, after good decision making, after making a good decision about, loyalty to yourself. Now, after making good decisions about loyalty to yourself in ancient Africa, the comet used to happen at around September 24th, immediately after the equinox. That is when they would receive, that is when, and it was positive. It was, the showers would come to encourage people to always follow your intuition. Don't leave a man just because he's poor. So you see, the African version and the Chinese version, they are not the same. In the Chinese version, a woman leaves a man and doesn't stick with him, and the man succeeds, and the woman regrets. Now, in the African version, the woman does not know that the man is rich and takes the man anyway because she has a good heart, and then finds out later that the man is rich. So now that's good news. So it used to happen in September. But after changing of the climate and changing of the way the Milky Way moves by the colonizers, Halley now moved to happening in October instead, and with negativity of regret. So Comet Halley comes to either have you regretting not following your intuition, or have you be grateful for having followed your intuition. And that is the reason why I was telling you, during this particular month of October, harvesting past plantings when it comes to hunting skills. Your hunting skills from the past, the things that you decided to follow your intuition about from the past, right now you are going to see that they are working. There is currently a particular hunting skill that is going to require you to sit on it without applause until you ride through October. There is a prince that is going to require you. You will not know that that prince is rich, but that prince is going to require you to, love him without applause, without knowing that it's rich until October is past, and then you will see that, oh, this prince was actually rich as fuck. And as a woman, you are going to get tempted into self-abandonment. October is going to tempt you into chasing and becoming a spam. October is going to tempt you into giving up your position. Do not, because now this is what the Jews, remember, according to Jews, Comet Halley is a sword over Jerusalem. Then they intentionally want this particular sword to be over Jerusalem. And this sword, they give it to a hunter known as Orion. Orion is a deadly hunter among the Greeks who kills those who are peaceful, those who live in Jerusalem. Orion is a giant Greek hunter that puts sword over Jerusalem. So now there are certain, what is going to be the sword over Jerusalem? As a woman, you're going to get tempted into self-abandonment, into chasing things like a spam, into giving up your position. Mini humiliation rituals as a woman is going to be there. Pass confidently. You have new routines, new ways, new strategies that need you to try them. Try their hunting skills. And don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Lots of Chinese drama have hidden identity themes. Now makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, Chinese are like the Khoisan people. It's almost like Khoisan people expanded into Chinese. So don't joke. And not just Chinese, but Mongolians and all those people with Khoisan eyes. Don't joke with those ones. They have everything. And that's why Europe is so afraid. They have all the history. They have everything. And they're already starting the process of teaching it. They are putting it out. So yeah. So guys, I wanted to tell you about the Orionids so that you know it's a hunter that is coming to kill whatever you've been trying to create. It is coming as you would go hunting to create new loyalties. They're coming to hunt you so that you don't create new loyalties. So beware and move on regardless. And then after the Orionids, we have in November, when you're now going on a new adventure with the loyalties that you've established here, routines that you've established here, you're going now on a new adventure. You're going to have Taurids to help you not support yourself and Leonids to help you hate yourself. But then if you survive October very well and you pass and you become that poor girl who did not know they're going to marry a prince or they're going to marry the king, then you're going to find new support is going to come to you in November, and new love, new self-love is going to come to you in November. So if you fail October, expect to feel less supported and less loved in November. If you pass October, expect to feel more supported and more self-love in October. Yeah, the Orionids, they're starting on 21st. No, actually, not 21st. The 21st is the peak. They started on October 2nd. And they go up to November 7th. So 21st and 22nd is when they peak the most. And 2025 is the most excellent year for Orionids. 2025 is the most excellent year for Orionids because the moon is absent. So they are expecting an excellent show. Give them the opposite, guys. Because guess. Anyway, let me not talk about that. I'm tired of talking about I don't want to talk about that right now. Just guys, just know what's up, guys. Are you okay now? Do you know Hali now, according to the Chinese? Do you know Hali now, according to Africans? Do you know Hali now, according to Europe, to the colonizer? Yes. So, comprehend. And comments are the stories. Whenever white people are talking about comments, just know they are talking about a particular story. A particular spiritual story that happened. That gave people lessons that they remember throughout lifetime, throughout lifetime, throughout lifetime. Yeah, today you missed the African explanation. I was just saying it is like the Nigerian movies that say that a king pretends to be poor to marry a poor girl and see her character, and the poor girl passes and ends up to become the queen. So October is what October is doing in Africa. You know, there is a particular routine that is the king that is coming to you in October. If you decide to, and that routine will not look like the king. It will look like a regular homeless person. So if you decide to go with that particular routine or that particular new thought or whatever, it's something new. If you decide to go with it, you're going to become the queen here. If you decide to ignore your intuition about that particular king that is coming disguised as a homeless man, then you're going to be having a lot of trouble with self-love and support here. You might even kill yourself like the broom star of China. I love it when you guys comprehend. So far you can already feel the Orionid trying to... But I don't think it's going to be difficult for us, guys. The world is so awake that I don't think we are having a difficult time here this year. Like, I don't think it's so difficult. But at least I've told you. So now just know. Because the vibrations are rising. So however much white people are waiting to watch us make fun of ourselves here, we are not going to make fun of ourselves. They are not going to find the results they are looking for. And that's what I love about us. The fact that once we are awake, have you seen my Luo people are eating the ibis directly? Guys, I told you that when Africans are awake, Africans will move to Milele at a supersonic speed. You guys will not believe. My people here are already eating the ibis directly. They are not waiting for self-use to find them. They are finding the self-use by themselves. So one thing I'm telling you is, please don't underestimate Africans. Africans will get to Milele with whichever means necessary. Have you seen the way Africans move to Europe? On boats. Just because they think heaven is in Europe. So imagine if Africans know where Milele is. Are people that can move to Europe on boats. And they are people that can move to Europe inside a mattress. Making a hole inside a mattress and staying there for 24 hours just to get to Europe. Imagine what such kind of people will be able to do the moment they realize where Milele is. You people are not ready. It will be like an overnight transformation. They will get there through all means necessary. That is why I love my people. And I will never disrespect my people, even the ones who disrespect themselves. Because I know who my people are. Today can be this, and tomorrow can be a completely different reality because of the level of shape-shifting that my people have. So be patient. Na mpunguze mdomo. Sometimes when you see God doing the things God does, sometimes just keep quiet and see the results. So me, to my people who are busy eating the Ibis in Seme, I have good feelings from it. So I have nothing negative to say. In fact, the moment I heard of it, I smiled. Because the first thing I told myself is, hey, they've decided to use a shortcut. They've decided to use a shortcut. So anyway, guys, that brings me to the end of this particular short class. And I hope that I've made it up to you when it comes to October forecast. Have I made it up to you guys? My man? Have I made it up to you, my man? Y'all are my man. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, and this is what was taking that long, and today I've put it out there. When you see the super moon also, we are going to have beautiful moons only from here onwards. So take care of yourself and defeat the Orions. Don't be hunted. Don't let anybody move you away from your routine. Don't let anybody make you abandon your routine because it is not rich. Because it is not you're thinking it's a homeless man. Please, please, please. And tell Nigerians that is what Hali is. That story that they keep telling. Nigerians tell that story a lot. Because that is what Comet Hali is. The one that seems useless, but ends up being useful in the end. So right now you have a lot of things, routine that seem useless. And even me right now, I have a routine here of going live for super fans only. It has reduced. It is not, the views have reduced. It is no longer the same the way it used to be. But guess what? No matter what it looks like, we have to get to November. We have to maintain the routine. This routine, we have to maintain it until we finish. So no, there are such kind of things. And when I have like 49 viewers like this, it might almost seem like it is a humiliation ritual of some sort or something. So such kind of things. And also your teacher, I'm going through the Milky Way. Use me as an example also, because these things I'm also always going through them. And that's how most of the time I'm able to tell what they are, by just me also going through them. So stick to your man, and then you will see their identity in November. Then November will visualize for you who this is, and then you will move forward nicely. If you ignore that routine that has been knocking on your door, you're going to regret, and you're going to feel like committing suicide here. Don't pass even when it is difficult. We are together. I am with you. I'm going through the same thing. Let's pass until here so that we don't feel like committing suicide here. If you don't do right here, you'll feel like committing suicide here. So don't. Otherwise, guys, allow me to take my leave and see you guys again on 10th. Yeah, tuko pamoja. Thank you and bye. Can I go now? I forgive myself for not showing up yesterday. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. And, just keep going. And know that as long as you choose, empowering African deities is difficult. Empowering African deities is following your to-do list. And that is more difficult right now than empowering colonial deities. White deities, you empower them by ignoring your to-do list. So if you've been ignoring your to-do list, know that you are empowering white people to continue ruling the world. And it is easy. You guys will not even ask me that, hey, sweetie, are we having a class today? Maybe 2-3 people will ask, but most people will not ask. They will be happy that finally I am supporting the colonizers' gods. But I will not. Never. I ask my ancestors to help me support my own gods forever. So also just know, as you continue showing up for your to-do list, it is more difficult. It should not be like that. If you were born at a time when the Bantus were the one ruling, showing up would be so easy, so much that if you don't show up, you cry. But now we live in the timeline of the white man. Showing up is so difficult. Showing up is so difficult that you are tempted constantly to postpone, to not do it, to postpone, to not do it, to procrastinate, to not do it. You have to fight it too. That's the timeline we are on. Yes, kichwa ngumu all the way. You have to fight it until it gets easy. Remember, the more you fight it, the more it gets a little easier. The more you fight it, the more it gets a little easier. There are altars in the Catholic, in the Vatican, ensuring you don't follow your to-do list. Disappoint them. Disappoint them like the way I am always disappointing. Disappoint them. Anyway, guys, yes, shindwe kabisa. Get thee behind me, Satan. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming to class. And as usual, I'm seeing you again on 10th. Mwah! Bye. Yeah, just keep going, Paula. Move, keep going. Keep the faith. We are together. You are not alone. It is difficult for all of us. Maybe me showing up, you guys might think that, hey, she never gets tired. How does she show up so much every day? I'm fighting Orionids intentionally. So don't think it is easy for me. Difficult as fuck. But me na songa na nyororo. I'm moving with chains on my leg no matter what. Do the same. And I love you. Bye.